new Coridden update. I am not in the EU, thank you. Yeah, okay. It's just USA. Options, full screen, English. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't do anything terrible. That's all good. Not gonna change anything there. Local play. I don't have any worlds or anything because I didn't move my save over because some people have been having trouble with that. And any returning Coridden people, I got a new mic, so you are not going crazy. I actually have quality. Which unfortunately means my singing is going to get picked up, so I will try not to do that. So, new game, Jai. I would normally up the difficulty to the max. And you know what, I still will because I'm an experienced player. And it's kind of meant for experienced players, so sure, why not? So, new character save. This game works like Terraria, where you have world saves and character saves, so you can bring characters into different worlds, and so you can do all of that stuff. So it's not like one character and that is tied to the world. You can send your characters to all these different worlds, and it's fun. So, if you want to just create a new world and bring in your level 30 character, you could do that. That way, you can bring your character into a friend's world, or a different friend's world and stuff, and it's not tied to anything. So, veteran difficulty, let's go ahead and start this. Out my neck, and out. Let's go bug hunting. Let's see. WASD. Oh, actual new task to destroy the dummy. Okay. Wow, the walk is so much slower than the sprint. There we go. Jump to reach new places. Yep. Like, even just his jumping is faster than walking. You don't want the speedrun to be people jumping the entire time to conserve stamina. But thankfully, sprinting is free, which I enjoy. So one thing you'll note, the running charge attack is a double spin, whereas the regular one... Oh, what's up? Yeah, so that's a regular charge attack with no input. They definitely changed it so that the spinning is easier to do. Maybe it's the axe that has the double spin weirdness. I wish we had a bow so we could test with that, but we don't get one here. There used to be, like, actual dialogue boxes here and stuff which explain stuff more. I'd bring that back. Okay, good. They made it so that you can't move as much in this, so that you can't just glitch everything out. Heh.
We celebrate the colonists who fled the old capital, Asha, founded our city. Thanks to them, we shall still survive on our beautiful but deadly planet. As tradition goes, several talented prana warriors will fight against fierce foes. Honor our gods and ancestors. First up, the team of 4 siblings from the tech-savvy Dayal family.
This is our next step toward becoming champions. Stop daydreaming and focus. Okay, it used to be possible to skip some stuff, but it looks like that got taken out. So we are now in the unknown world. Oh, good. They put monsters on the minimap. I do not remember that being there. Anyone who says that attacks don't have impact when a fucking charge attack sends those guys flying with that thunk, I like it. Dodging makes you invincible. Look for enemies to glow red. Yeah, fun stuff. Oh, they definitely upgraded the training sword to be less garbage. Okay, which button is it to open the dang inventory? Saudi hit chance is still 40%. I would have thought they changed that, but no. Apparently we just got lucky. Yeah, I'm back to exploring everything. I know that the correct way to go is down there. Are you kidding me? We can't climb? Your character used to just, like, clamber up these. Do we need to go and get the beast form first? You cheeseburger and a half. Yeah. Great. They definitely made this easier. It used to be on the highest difficulty, you would get kinda wrecked by the first couple of enemies and take a lot more damage. Panther. Bonk. Panther smooth scale. Yep. And then oi. Enemies do a good job of locking onto your movement and making sure that you can't just cheese stuff. Right, that's the button. Well, the original button. I changed it over pretty quickly. Right now it's F. My preferred button is it Q? I don't remember. I have a preferred button though. Yep. So one of my favorite things about this game is that you can change mid-combat, so you can go heavy bite attacks and sit. So I can go bop. It is very smooth and very fun. Alright, let's go ahead and pick our class. Now, I am offended that they said, oh, Hellion has unparalleled healing powers, and didn't mention jacks about fire, which are the first two things that you learn, cheeseburgers. Well, they upped the maximum to 6, and that is much more stylized art. You can also tell which ones are passives and which ones are actives by circles. I approve. This is really cool looking. We're going with Flame Blade, which has a chance to Scorch, which Scorch is not explained anywhere there. So, and I would still like to see. Yeah, Saudi chance is now down to 10%, which is much better. And this does... okay. So the down arrow is because SARP damage as opposed to piercing damage. That was a bit awkward. See, with this, when I hold down the sprint button and I do this, it's still fine. But when I hold down the sprint button and I try to attack with the spear, I'm holding sprint, it just kind of wobbles. Like, I know if I, like, am running and then I do this, then it's fine. But holding down the sprint key, it just wobbles. So that's a bug. You should be able to hold down the sprint key and do an attack. I know that you don't need to hold the sprint key to run, but... I am very much a charged melee attack person. To me, it is way more impactful than regular hits. And yes, I know you're supposed to use your panther form to do that jump. Whatever. See, these look important and colorful, but they're just regular stuff. Checkpoint reach and all the fun things, and there's going to be 2 guys over here. They really haven't changed the tutorial much. I feel like the spear moveset is missing something. Like, it is literally just pokes. There is absolutely nothing fancy about that. It is just pokes. This is the exact same move as the sword. That's cool. If I don't hold the attack, then my character just does a cool backflip with no actual attack at the end. That's neat. So is that at all different than the sword? Nope. Yeah, so if you hold it down for a little bit, then you get 1 swing. If you hold it down for a lot, then you get 2 swings. Yeah, so these just have the same moveset. That's boring. I hope there's like actual axes later that have unique moveset of an axe, rather than just being the same moveset. Because that'd be lame. Yep. I didn't get any attribute points, right? Oh, I did. Oh, they're doing 2 attributes now. Nice. Kill strike max damage. What the fuck is a kill strike? Max HP, stability, maximum energy, and energy recharge is always going to be important. And this 4% melee, 4% ranged, 4% to both. So, yeah, that's for using your superpowers and stuff. So any of your skills like Flame Blade, you can see 0 heat damage per second gained from 8% of your ability power. So you're going to want to stack up your ability power. Right now it is plus 0 damage from that, but over here it would be plus 1 gained from 29% of your ability power, and then those go up and stuff. Max level plus 1 per point in Meteor Rain. Cheeseburger, that is all the way down here. No one is getting this shenaniganery, because it requires 24 points, and no one's getting to level 24 in this alpha. I think. Who knows, it might be a lot longer than I think. Yeah, and there was some dumbass who was like, oh, just take the gauntlets off. Well, why would I trust her? Just take the gauntlets off and risk literally losing my mind and killing my entire family. Like, duh. Why wouldn't they do that? Fucking dumbass. Release the Houndress is a cool quote, though. Well, that is a lot easier.
It's over! The Deals made it! This fight was wild. I've never seen anything like this.
So, still new weapon types.
I don't know about you folks, but I can't wait to see these warriors in action again!
Now, before we go any further, I'll go ahead and show you guys the stuff. So, you know how a bow, you have to charge it, and then you're able to fire for big damage? See, that's 28 damage. This is just 7, 17, 13. With the crossbow, it has a lot less damage, but it fires immediately, and it always does the same damage. There's no charge. So yes, this may seem very, very wimpy compared to the big damage that is a bow from just holding it for 0.5 seconds. And you would be correct. Oh, and to hit, like, this thing, I can't actually put my mouse there or it shoots there. I have to aim up and then let the auto-aim kind of choose that it wants to hit that, which is awkward, to say the least. But it's something you get used to. Now we add a point there. We have unlocked the Devotee tab, which I guess is where all the healing went, since there's no healing in this tab. Well, unless this still heals people. No, that's just a flame explosion. Neat. That's cool. Okay, so over here we have on the line, gain increased damage and a slight damage reduction boost while at critically low HP. Less than 30% no matter what form you are in. 0 to 9. I despise that. Enhances all types of health regen for you and allies. All types of health regen. This has 6 levels. Are you telling me I can get 120% healing from all sources with this? Or is that like passive health regen? Because if this works with like lifesteal and stuff, that's gonna get busted. No, you guys did not move heavy armor over to these guys and remove the speed boost that you get for heavy armor. Because heavy armor sucked, because heavy armor basically slowed you down and made you awful. Okay, and we got the Conjure and Ally thing. Good, those are back. Oh, Scapter. Oh, motherfuckers. Oh, you dumb. Scapter is super powerful. I love that. You're giving it to one of the most powerful classes. Okay, I'm good with this. And then we have Beast Mastery. So as you use different creatures, you get to level those up. So we got Hidden Predator, Duration, and stuff. So this one here, you basically go hidden, and then you recover HP on attack. So if you don't have any other way to regain HP, it's pretty good. Problem is, we are playing the heal class. This is a little bit of extra damage and a chance to bleed. Bleed is not explained. And deal more damage when attacking from behind. I wish I could test this out and see if this actually worked and what the hitboxes were for enemies and where behind was considered. I'm going to trust the devs that works. And yeah, you can see speeds up health regen, Sage Shift. I guess I will get this up to level 3 just so I can see the other tab and figure out, like, that kind of thing. Oh. Why do I have a point? What happened? I had this. Oh, I guess I just didn't hit actually confirm or something? Yeah, okay, so that happened, and then this tab opened up, and I never actually hit confirm. Okay. I am upgrading Flame Blade because it can get busted if you stack it with other stuff, which you're not supposed to stack it with other stuff, but we'll see if it works. So now we exit. Are we getting hunted down by the police, or no? Nope, looks like everything's good. Oh, they moved you over here. Yeah, they made her a lot more obvious. Usually, you would exit out of this door up here. Oh, so we can completely ignore the police. Neat. Yeah, I think you're supposed to leave through that door. Well, I think this has got a lot of Legends Arceus, like, oh, you're like weird and cursed and stuff, and we don't really like you and shit going on. But without the whole Legends Arceus kicking you out of town dealio, which I appreciate. I didn't like the getting kicked out of town dealio. This is just my backpack. Where is the storage? Okay, how do I get it back? Okay, it's up here. That's fine. That works. Yeah, so if you're in multiplayer, then other people can take these characters, and they have different points and stuff. So here, I don't know if this is temporary just for the alpha and stuff, but you can respec and stuff. So that's all neat. Panther, come on, man. Take that. We'll go over here. How has no one posted this yet? Dumbo. Somebody got stuck and didn't get the gauntlets. You cheeseburger. Okay, well, that's fine. I am going to teach that. Yeah, I feel like that's a word that was meant to get changed, but didn't. Anyway. Max health up, max energy up. Let's go. Which you can see we originally had 20 maximum energy, and now we're up to 30, which is a 50% increase, despite me only having 2 points in this and increasing it by 20%, because God doesn't exist or something. I don't know. Oh, this is giving us +2, so we would be 22 plus 20%. That's not how much we have. So something's not right there. Somehow. This more ability power, more max health because this is a level 1 form, but you'll notice it does not have any damage resistances. And for whatever reason, and I despise this personally, armor in this game reduces damage by 0 to X. No! Make the armor do armor things. Please. It is excessively annoying to know that when I get hit, it is RNG how defended I am. Leather armor has a chance to protect you exactly as much as steel-clad max tier armor. No! And there's supposed to be mobs that spawn in from the nest, but you actually have to walk closer before they spawn, so after the nest is destroyed, they'll sew up if you walk close enough. They just need to make it so that, like, the trigger is attacking the nest rather than moving close enough. Yay, EXP. Which, did they... was fixing the bug where your EXP would show up around your character too difficult, and so they just removed it? I liked that. I liked being able to see how much EXP I had going up to the next level. 495, or maybe it's just, like, almost full, or... I don't know. That's my take. A feature I liked is now gone. For seemingly minimal reason. Let's see. Buying... yeah, they don't sell creature forms, which personally I like. See, this says melee mace, melee axe, melee sword, light, heavy. So, hopefully this has its own unique moveset. Yeah, I can attack in town. I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to do that, but I can. No. Okay, good. This is just single swing. And then when you dodge, then it's double swing. Nice. Okay, that animation is awkward. It's like he has to draw it upwards and then smash rather than just going up and down. It has to be like a Swiss. Like, what is that motion? I think that would just make it harder because you have to stop the upwards motion and then reverse it into a downwards motion. That's weird. We're supposed to be able to take this boat. Or one of these boats. Okay, who did I, like, miss talking to or whatever? Well, I spoke to you, and I don't think we can just take the teleporter over. No, we can't. We're not going to be able to respec. We can't actually use the thingy modifier yet, so that's good. Oh, it's over here. Yeah. That was obvious and well communicated. This boat. None of the other boats work. Probably there was something in the dialogue like, hey, go south to this specific boat. So that is on me for not reading it. Okay, a little bit of lag as it loads all this in, but it's fine. Anyway, I think one of these was level 2? No, these are all just the exact same level. But Spear does 9 to 27, and is two-handed. A one-handed axe does more damage. The training sword I don't count. And then this does 21 to 29, which is better than both of them, despite all of these being the same level. Why? Unless there's, like, attack speed differences, energy cost. No, all of them cost the same amount to do. I guess this just has lower charge damage, but it's a mace, man. That should be more charge damage. I guess maybe if you do the math, then it all comes out to the exact same amount. Get bonked. Poison spit, yay. Maybe like this is the EXP bar? No, that's way too much. And then this is 4 more points in either tree. So, I guess we take this because it's the only healing option we have. And I don't plan on sticking with the Panther forever. Alright, and then this. Stability and element. Power and fragmentation I have never really needed. Ooh. You're new. Usually it's just basic Houndros. So the combat really gets good when enemies live, and when you have enough skills to really use up all your energy in a form. So you can trick these guys into attacking the complete wrong direction. Ooh, different armor type. I had armor, right? Weird. I think falling down there is instant death, and I don't want to showcase that. Yeah, so if you think your death being invulnerable is ridiculously overpowered, well, the enemies have the same ability. At least the Panthers do. And it is insanely annoying. Ow, okay. You are dealing veteran difficulty levels of damage. I appreciate it. Somebody wasn't afraid to try and kick my ass. You fail, but you tried at least. EX. Why does it just say EX up there? So if you're wondering what that is, it's this. And you can see it consumes a lot of goddamn stamina. So using it up close, it's a shotgun blast that does 24 to 29 damage, compared to 7 to 47. Because I personally love damage being all over the place. No, I don't. I don't at all. Alright, let's go. So anybody who says, oh, I don't see how invisibility is useful. Literally, monsters just don't attack you, and you can spam attacks and completely destroy them, and there's nothing they do about it. Ouch. Yep. Power station is already active. But this isn't active. Power station is active, but this isn't activated. Cheeseburger. There we go. You need the auto aim there, and then that works. I guess this is level 3, so fine. Probably has increased damage, but increased energy cost is a thing. Anyway, level 3 over here, so now we can go ahead and go with this. Hooray. Health regained on hit, 30, as opposed to, you know, the average healing skill, which is 10 HP a second. This is 30 HP an attack. Yeah. I know this is only level 1, but still, you get me, I'm complaining. And then over here we have fire. Spend more skill points. We did. Fire Fiend, Thunder Beast, Toxic Tyrant, Feral Brute. What does any of this mean? Does the Panther get to choose a class? Can I change this at any point? Lava Ball, Searing Heat, Combustion, Fire Link. This is the Ramix's skill tree! Makes projectiles more active. Okay, that's weird. I don't really like that. I don't like all beasts having similar stuff. The thing about he what does that mean? We have an EX and we have he. Anyway, sword animation of becoming a Houndra Spitter. So the difference between a Houndra Spitter and a Houndra Saberhorn is that the more ranged varieties tend to have more ability power, but as you can see, no maximum HP, instead relying on damage resistance to poison. And increased all ability stuff, and yeah. So generally, the ranged ones will have... Okay, so they added a tutorial to let you know how to do that. So we set fire to our blade, we burn the grass, and then we get to move this over. So I guess now we can check out Houndra. Blazing Breath, Leap Attack, Strong Bite. Let's out a large fire attack. The Leap has always been by far the most powerful beast ability in the entire game, except for like later beasts. But Leap is busted. You can just run around, turn around, use this, and hit people, stun them. It is ridiculously strong. You'll also notice 96 damage. 20. Those abilities are heckin' strong. Trust me, trust me. Now, without any quick healing on my other form, I'm gonna have to actually heal myself using this, which is slow and tedious. So, in here are some higher level monsters that can't drop their form, or at least they couldn't earlier. Well, they actually added like little holes in the ground they spawn from, rather than them just existing. Neat. Wait, you were supposed to be dead. Yes, these guys do stop spawning eventually. Now, I have just spent all of my energy. That was a lot of damage. Or did they just reset the entire area? Or what's the case? Ow, okay. That is damage appropriate to the tier of difficulty I am on. No mistakes. You see an enemy prepping its red attack, you fucking back up. Nope. Give me the leap. Give me more flame damage, because quite honestly, nothing else is really catching my attention with the heal. That is really not a lot. What, did you already spawn all your monsters in? Probably the extra range of enemy aggro from this difficulty caused all of those guys to aggro from there and come to kill me. So that was more difficult than the devs intended. That's my guess, anyway. Anyone says those hits are not impactful, I'd say they're insane. I get it if you're just spamming this and not really feeling like you're doing anything. That's not the way to play the game, man. least not the way I do. Of course, the way I play the game is different than the way other people play the game, and you gotta be aware of other people's playstyles and all of the fun, non-aggressive things that you gotta say to avoid offending people. Guess you guys already sewed up. Now then, can I or can I not clamber onto this thing? Cannot. Yeah, kind of get a little janky with it, but no. Okay. Wondering because if I remember right... Yep. Alright, get back here, you. Well, that accidentally did itself. Well, now I just need it to accidentally itself on purpose this time. Because I swear they reduced the jump height by like half or something. And yes, I know you're supposed to come back here later from the other side and stuff. I am busy breaking things. In case that was not evident. I think what I can do is I can move this over to here, and then I can try jumping onto this thing, and then I can slide onto the thingy from there. Almost. I just need to stop sprinting at the right time, and then it'll work. There. Allegedly, this isn't working. +1 fragmentation attribute. Well, I certainly didn't put that there, so it looks like it's working to me, but it also gives me a free point as well. So you both get a free point, and it gives you 1 point in something you didn't ask for. Seriously. Well, I know we get up there later anyways, because I've been in this dungeon before. I just want to do something silly. Alright, now. Is this worth giving up an insane amount of HP over time? We'll figure it out. Piercing... That, yeah, that's the level of enemy we're fighting here. You're not supposed to be doing this just yet, because it's an optional side mission. Well, that works for me. Why are... We're gonna have to figure that out. In the meantime, we'll do this. Although, honestly, we should swap those. Since, I mean, you do the same amount of damage, just about. Better. So. I think that this... might affect both of them. Which would be a lot of extra damage compared to how it is currently. Yeah. Considering we're now one-shotting, I'd say that's definitely an upgrade. is that just like the different tags for the augments? Weird. But okay. Stabilization going up is a pretty big deal. But we can take that and put it into a different weapon. The main issue with two-handed weapons is that you no longer get an offhand weapon, and the odds of finding two single-handed weapons... Oh, I wonder if this glitch still happens. Hold on. Is that you can have a two-handed weapon with 2 slots, or 2 one-handed weapons with 2 slots each. And then you have 4 slots, and those slots can be very powerful. In case you were wondering, I want to see if this old glitch still works. But if you put these in front of the sensor from the back, then the door closes, and it glitches you here forever. No, okay, good, they fixed that. Nice. It was basically when box near here, then change door state, as opposed to set state to open. So you could get stuck there for a long while. Anyway, we're now over leveled for this section because we went over there and destroyed everything. Almost destroyed everything twice. Yes, enemies do in fact respawn. Yep, it's just as hard to land, but equally as worth it. So you can see one charge by attack hits twice, which is weird. Probably not supposed to happen, and means that you do double of what you're supposed to. Bite attacks are still. And means that you go through enemy invulnerability BS. Always a plus. That requires 8 points, that requires 6. If I upgrade to that, that's still 8, and that's still 6. If I confirm, that is still 8. That is still 6. Devs. You can see the increased aggro range means I think those things are, just by existing in the same zone, already coming to try and kill me. Yes. The aggro range is the main drawback of this, where if you are ever in an enemy's line of sight, they can and will find you. You don't have to be worried about panthers hitting you because they will always dodge your first attacks. So just about anything will get them to dodge instead of hit you. So yeah, you can see now my energy is actually a factor. Is that like a death plane camera? Because of this rock? I mean, seriously, what did you guys do to the jump height in this game? It's almost impossible to do any of the prior puzzles. Is there some, like, charged jump or something I need to be made aware of? Did you guys add a flying creature? What's up? Because, like, there is no clamber. This is like a button I'm supposed to press. I don't get it, man. You set up these puzzles, but you can no longer actually jump up them. Somebody messed something up there. One stabilization. Yeah, one stabilization and a free point. Which, yay. Did the devs or anybody answer that? Oh. go, you Cheez-Its. Oh, we finally got a double axe. Which is the same moveset as the mace. And same icon. Just the damage type is different. Oh, cheeseburgers. Let's see. Yeah, we're just about done with this. We get to go down into the cavern area, and then we go back up to the next layer, and then we're all good. Let me see. No luck with this either. Oh, there we go. Goodness. It is like I am fighting for every inch of upwards I get to go. There we go. How is this light armor? This is all just the exact same thing. A leather jacket, steel coat, and scale mail are literally all the same thing, just at different levels. Well, next time I'm attacked by Sarks, I'll know to equip a leather jacket rather than, you know, scale mail or chainmail or steel-coated arms or anything like that. This doesn't look like a spot you should be able to access, but so be it. Probably enemies are supposed to flood out of there, but they already tried, failed to defeat me. Well, we found the heavy armor, which no longer has slowdown on it. For that. And apparently these guys are weak to piercing damage or something, because they are no longer existing in the same plane of existence. It's supposed to deal, well, 77 damage. Because, I don't know. Even I'll admit that's a bit excessive. Yeah, more than a little excessive. Like, get out a dictionary and point to the word excessive and you'll find this. Well, I did just say that we would be over-leveled for this. Due to the previous dungeon. Anybody else? Oh. Well, that's all ability power. Oh, it's considered tech armor, as opposed to everything else. Does that have to look? It does. Neat. Reducing damage by 9 doesn't matter when the enemies are dealing 168 damage a hit, so I think that's fine. Note to devs, defense is horrendously underpowered. It does virtually nothing. Mark that down under feedback. And if I were still able to jump on this box, then I'd be able to do stuff. But unfortunately, I'm not able to jump on this box, so I doubt I will be able to actually acquire that chest. So I'll have to do the old-fashioned drop from above tactic. Actually, no, I think that is a sheer cliff from the other side, and I've tried this before. So I think we need to, like, go up a little bit over here and then jump onto the box or something. Because you guys, nerfed box strats. Oh, you nerfed box strats, but I can still jump onto this weird wall. turnaround just isn't smooth enough. So this chest has been rendered completely inaccessible due to jump. Okay, maybe not completely inaccessible. You just have to get your camera into a death plane, and then you can do it. That seems to be a reoccurring theme. Then there's a horde of enemies down here. I remember I've done this before. Requires 6 points. Requires 8 points. I guess that means total. Okay. And they can be split up between trees. That's good to know. Huh. Well, that sounds fun. That sounds very fun. Increase the effectiveness of spears, heavy... I'm 90% sure all spears are heavy weapons. My cheeseburger. I don't think there are one-handed spears. Or if there are, I certainly have not seen them. Oh, this just doesn't increase piercing damage at all. That do it. As usual, Hellion gets the full spread of all of the damage variety thingies, with literally 3 different things there, 2 different things there. Ooh, that... Health regained on hit, 10 HP. Where have I seen that before? Oh right, it's the first ability of this other thing. But this is a third ability. It lasts 8 seconds, this one lasts for 5. The only saving grace of this is that it does not scale at all. Oh, I will have to try all of these. Oh yeah, Houndra. I do have to make sure that Blazing Breath actually does something now. Because previously it was awful. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be better once I get the augments in it. Those creatures spawned in and are currently hunting me down across the entire world, so they'll be here in 10,000 years or so. Let's see. Yeah, and when I said power is kind of useless, yeah, I have 0% increased melee damage and I'm one-shotting everything with a spear. That would be why. Oh, and these guys are now moving across the entire map to come and hunt me down. Yay. Well, let's not disappoint them. Oh, I still have Panther equipped. I was going to go ahead and do this whole, destroy everybody with a single move thing, but I have Panther equipped, which would be why you are not doing the thing of being leveled. Alright. Let's run through this real fast. We're likely going to encounter half the mobs on the map that were chasing after me, that I will now catch up to, going the opposite direction. Got any more of those that do anything cool? No. this red grass stuff tends to tell you, hey, there is a secret down here. So you can follow this back over to here. Just a neat little way of doing things if you could actually get back up, which you can't because the jump changes. So, yay, you're stuck down here. Wonderful. Glad I did that. Now this, you can't actually hold the right key because you will slowly fall off of it, so... Panther, neat. So you... Let's get this... Oh, of course, you leveled up somehow. Yeah, the map says that doesn't continue. Oof. Ah, yes, the cool jump they show in all of the trailers. Well, unfortunately, we do not have a friend, so this jump will remain impossible for us for the foreseeable future. The minimap isn't quite correct by saying there's nothing over here. There's land. There's just no use for the land. Except to get stuck over here and potentially get sunted into a death plane. No. My character takes a kneeling position because that's a thing. Is there a correct button? No. C certainly didn't do anything. The letter C, Muffin Lords. Yeah, with this, if you have a friend, then you can do a jump, and then your friend can jump off your back and do that. But the only time I'll be able to do that is when I get the Scepter summon, and that is going to take a while to get to. Oh, the previous one didn't have a bright light, this one does. Also, calling it an abandoned mine is not really accurate. Mace, I think this is a one-handed version. Yeah. Oh, and other stuff. Old gadget and other thing. If I go into my, like, quest tab, will it say, oh, find a use for this, or will it say, oh, good job. Lore logs, sequences. Oh, so they made so that you can actually craft those. Nice. Greatly appreciate that. Oh, so we can look at all of these even though we haven't actually unlocked that. Neat. I guess we were just close enough to it. Well, normally you're supposed to move this up, jump on top of the box, and then go up there. But given that jump on top of the box is currently not an option, that's going to make things awkward. I don't think you'd even be able to jump from the box up to there. Yeah, somehow they removed the clamber from the game. Where your character would like, oh, I am near a climbable thing. I will climb the thing. Why did he just do it? Why is it back now? I saw that was not working earlier. So long as it works now. Oh, Scatterbow, you broken, overpowered thingy. Oh, they nerfed it to 2 projectiles, like that's going to make it at all not as powerful. So you see how this is 7 to 28 damage, and this is less by being 18 to 22. Pardon? Projectiles 2. I have to time that awkwardly to get that. Hold on, does it say, like, charge damage, launch distance? Yeah, nope. T-bugs, new post, title, scatter, bow, enter message, yeah, scatterbow does not list that you get more sots the longer you charge it. Bug, see more tags, UI, UX, sir. Control V, print, Control V. There isn't anything saying you get more projectiles the longer you charge a scatter bow. Post. There we go. Well, normally I would have had to go back into a video in order to catch that picture of me firing 4 shots, but I guess I'm just that good with the print screen button. Let's see, we're at an hour and 8 minutes. Yeah, that's probably going to be an hour and 30-minute episode. So you can see monsters don't necessarily respawn every load zone. Just if you've been out of an area for long enough, then they'll respawn. So they can't actually camp you. No, this weapon is not fair, nor balanced. It never has been. And this is the highest difficulty that man can conjure. It's 1 sod or be 1 sod. Oh, look, the, whatever it is on the map is telling me this is the quest objective. Not the cave. Well, onwards we go. I'm gonna have to mute for a sec. Alright, unmuting again. Let's see. I believe there's another 2 guys down here. Yeah, there usually is. I'm sure they'll come back. Oh, there's the spawner for them. Decided not to sew up today. That's how we know it's the right one, because they said it was poisonous to other creatures, so we decide, yeah, that was right. I have no clue what happened there, but it looks like I certainly glitched a little bit at least. Alright. We shenanigans ourselves out of there. Entering the rock enclosure. Not the rocker enclosure, just rock. Here's camp. already seen the dialogue, so... No, you cannot break that, but it's good to know it exists. I believe from there you're supposed to get an electric attack. Yeah. That way you can merp. Checkpoint. Which I'm sure some people won't figure out and will be rather ticked off about. So this is the electric version. Poison version, 24 to 29. This version, 30 to 22. Has one more projectile. Has less spread on it. For all just a little bit different. Nothing crazy. According to this, you'd think there'd be a path over here. But the only path that was ever up here led to out of bounds. Which looks like they may have refixed. It used to be very fixed. Now it looks only like moderately fixed. Well, I guess I got really lucky. Yeah, looks like it's mostly fixed. I don't trust you, devs. Go from Rock Enclosure to Rocker Cave, where this boss will most likely one-shot because, well, it's one-shot or be one-shot world. Good news is caves are relatively safe because all the enemies will rush you the moment you enter them. You never really have to worry about enemies past that point. Oh, we got a heavy sword. I mean, I'm 80% sure they patched baseball out of this game, but that's not 100% certainty. Blazing Breath will make sure you're not garbage. And then we have... Yep, the exact same options. That is depressing. Oh, that is much better. And much cooler looking. I approve. Does this specify melee weapon? Melee weapon, yeah. Okay. Now 40 to 80 damage. So. That uses the one-handed moveset. This big two-handed sword is using the same moveset as the training sword. Devs. That is way too fast. Now we have to run to this exact spot of the cave to get the dialogue in. Yep. Please actually hit the target. Okay, ranged weapons are bugged. Got it. I have no clue what happened there, but I do not really want to find out. Wait. Yeah, my ranged weapon bugged, so no surprise there. Well, good news, we get to test this out. See, the world is in the same state as it was 5 seconds ago. Out my way. Cease. Oh, good. It's easy to get stuck there. Write that one down under bugs. Yep. Why is electricity chasing me? As I said, it's one shot or be one shot. I just cannot understand why there is electricity following me everywhere. Is this an attack of some kind, or what? Who knows? Not me. I think the enemy was already defeated, but I still managed to hit him again. Anyway, that unlocks the next class of character, the Rocker. And yeah, you can still skip the transformation sequence. So there's electric bolts and poison stings. This one is the spam abilities at your foes class, and it's rather fun. I hate that they kept the mount abilities in. What? Who messaged me? Well, it's a text. What is it? Reminder. Yes, I know. Jesus. Tomorrow's a Friday, so it feels the need to notify me about things. Magnetism beam, sock bolt. How do I use for the stun? Plus 6% to all damage. Nah, that I'm gonna save for somebody else. I guess Fire Fiend. Which, those used to be a Ramox ability, so I'll be waiting to see. Okay, that's an actually cool indicator. It's a line, and where you click on the line determines where it goes. That is actually pretty cool. How long were you two fighting for? My goodness. Weapon-based. So it's weapon-based, but it also does its own damage. That doesn't seem good. I'm wielding one sword. What? Oh, and now the ability just straight up doesn't work. That skill worked, but the other doesn't. doesn't state that it needs a one-handed weapon. Let me see. With nothing else in the offhand. Yeah, I guess there just isn't a sprite for a hammer. Or an axe. Oh, but it worked with the sword. What the heck kind of weapon is that? I've never seen that before. It must be a reward from something. Okay, so now that works. Axe and training sword, but if I do sword, and axe. And then if I do... Yeah, it just doesn't work. It doesn't list that anyway. I mean, I see that it states piercing as damage there, but it works with the training sword, which does sharp damage, so it doesn't require a piercing weapon. It just doesn't work with blunt weapons. It only works with sharp or piercing. Weird. And the fact that it worked, whatever. I don't like it. Well, that definitely looks busted. All these other ones have like weird symbols and stuff, and this one's like, it explodes. So there's this person who hopefully is no longer just giving out a level 1 weapon. Probably is, though. I doubt it's high on the list of things for dev to fix. Yeah, it's still level 1. Though it does like double the damage of any other weapon. Well, maybe not any other weapon. Heh. that done. Well, that's a new quest, so that's fun. Oh, and the spear is probably garbage. 28 to 99 compared to 40 to 80. Actually, not garbage. Color me surprised. Let's see. There's the twin axe. The only thing I'd buy is the... well... I'll buy those just so that I can try them out since they're a different weapon type than usual. This is just an axe. Fragmentation. Nah. As for selling, we'll go over here. Training sword, training bow. We already have a different panther one that's better, right? Yes. Away with that. Mace, axe, simple spear, short sword, crossbow, that thing. Probably that as well at this point, honestly. No, definitely not, definitely not. We have the other one, definitely not. Fire rate up. On speed and pierce chance. Oh, keep those around. I'm mostly selling anything that doesn't have a socket. Those I just want to try out. Scatterbow is decent. Get rid of that. Yeah, this does like double the damage. And about double the energy cost. But you got a lot more projectiles, so... yes, sir, I'll take it. There, that's all good. Alright. I'm gonna head up here, get the tutorial on guard missions. Destroy the nests, defend the beacon. They go up to level 12 to 15, which is generally good enough. And these are how I level up new characters and all the classes and stuff. Which I'll be doing at some point, but probably not this weekend. For now, this is where I'm going to go ahead and end the recording. I will see you guys next time. Woo!